Welcome everyone to this week's Global Balance. Today is the 9th of the 7th, it's Thursday. It's a very rainy day here in Cape Town. This week's topic for our balance is opening to power, which can be a variety of things. If you view the world today, there's lots of stuff happening about those in power being seen in different lights, and those came from places of victimhood, seeing the power as a threat. So it is both opening to your own power, and ultimately that's what it's going to be about. 100% sure that once we open to our own power, we don't feel like a victim in the presence of other people's power. That's just plain obvious. So it's about opening to power within ourselves and being open to the fact that other people have power as well. Okay, opening to power. And the card that is representing those who are in strife this week, those that need help, is this card over here. And that is the Moirai, the Fates in Greek mythology. And there are three of them. There is Clotho, who weaves the thread. There is Lachesis, who measures the thread in lots. And there's Atropos, who finally cuts the thread. Their message, by the way, as a card, is along the lines of destiny is unstoppable. What will be, allowing fate to unfold. Sometimes it can also talk about stopping our desire to try and control fate, destiny, something along those lines, about destiny playing out and our part in it. So this is this week's pattern. It's not one of those that Jeff has dowsed for. It is a unique pattern, and you will see the flow cards are both here underneath the water cards, the other flow card. There's a restore card over there. There's the presence card over there. So there's something about flow in here, which makes sense considering the card that was chosen, which is about how fate is really unstoppable. So the blocks are written over there on that piece of paper. And the blocks that came up today was firstly the archetype of the victim, which is why I mentioned it from the start. It is definitely playing a part here, the archetype of the victim. And it seems to be an archetype that we need to release, which makes perfect sense. I mean, the victim certainly has some benefits in keeping us safe, but it also has some hindrances. So for a moment, connect to your victim in relation to power and being open to power. Just get a sense of it. The second blockage that's come out is two words making one phrase. It's flip out. That could speak about reactions. It could speak about, actually, I suppose it could really only speak about a reaction of some sort. Perhaps that inner victim was the thing that flips out when in the presence of power, either your own or somebody else's. The next blockage is the word overbearing. which once again can be outside of your field and inside of your field. There could be a sense of finding other people's powers overbearing. And of course, it could be feeling your own power as something that's overbearing. And the last blockage that came through is a fear, and it's fears being dominated, which also makes sense in relation to our topic, opening to power. There could be a fear of your own power dominating you because of bad experience of you being so reactionary, so angry, because power does bring power, and other people do perceive that as anger. Or it can be, which is probably more likely because the victim is here, fear is being dominated by someone else who you perceive as more powerful than you. Take them all in. The victim, flip out, overbearing, fear's being dominated. And see where that's sitting in your body. It'll form a very specific story for you. Okay. Just feel that story. And then we'll go through the questions during balance. So the first question that came up was connection with inner child, which also makes sense. We are dealing with the victim. It is often the inner child that is representational of that victim. So go in, feel that pain. Speak to that most vulnerable aspect of yourself, the part that's taken on this stuff about power. Hear that part's pain. Just listen. Don't try fix, just listen. And the question that came after that is find place of safety. And it seems to be a place of safety for that inner child. So ask that inner child, what would make it feel safe? And create a safe place for it to stay. Perhaps in your heart, perhaps in something in your imagination. Create a space, a perfect space that will make that inner child feel safe. If it means bringing in a animal guide to protect you, well, the inner child, I mean. If it means having a magical weapon or a shield, whatever it takes, listen to the inner child's fears and create the perfect safe place to hold it, to protect it. Okay, so the question after that is connection with the sun, which is not actually a life alignment question. What came through first was connection to universe, and then I doubt it was specifically connection to our sun. So take a moment while the inner child is in its safe place. Move your adult towards the sun and move into the presence of that big fiery ball of gas in the middle of our solar system. and ask the sun what it thinks about power and containing its power and directing its power. Anything in that regard, whatever your questions are, address it to the sun. And notice the response. Whatever that response is, whether it's words, images, feelings, and intuition of your own, it's all connected. Just feel how the sun responds to controlling, dominating, suppressing power, whatever your question is. Feel that response. The last question is connection to a color, and it's a very specific color. It seems to be a mixture of orange and red, so very, very fiery, which in the presence of the sun makes sense, I suppose. Notice your reactions, your feelings towards that color, and allow it in. Allow that fiery power to fill your body. And slowly return to your body back on earth. And once again, still connect to that color, orange and red. Slowly move your consciousness around, out of your field, and become aware of the power of others. And notice how that makes you feel when you are in your own full power. How do you feel about others having power? Make a choice about it. Okay, that's it for the balance today. So once again, return to your body. Ease back into this vehicle we've chosen. And the homework today for everyone is dancing. So, yeah, however you choose to express that, make a commitment to yourself to dance, enliven your body, and let yourself to really express your personal power in a safe, accepting, loving way. Much love. See you next week.